Hi, vintage bakers. Today I'm in the kitchen making sugar cookies.
This is a traditional sugar cookie infused with orange and cardamom. This easy, no-spread cookie is perfect for cutouts and decorating.
Traditional sugar cookies are something that I make all the time. These orange and cardamom sugar cookies are one of my all-time favorites and the one that people seem to love the most.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make orange and cardamom sugar cookies.
The first thing I need to do to make the dough is add 1 cup of softened butter to a large bowl with 1 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Beat this together until light and fluffy. This may take a few minutes. The mixture should be pale white and very soft. Beat in a 1/4 cup of corn syrup. This is going to make the cookies soft and tender. Add in 2 eggs, one at a time, and beat after each addition. Make sure to scrape down the bottom and sides of the bowl as you go to make sure everything is getting mixed in evenly. To make these cookies extra flavorful, I'm going to beat in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of orange extract, and 1 teaspoon of cardamom. Sprinkle in 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. Finally, I'm going to mix in 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Mix until the dough just comes together. The less you handle the dough, the more tender the cookies will be in the end. I'm going to split the dough in 2 and form each into a disc. Wrap completely in plastic wrap and store in the fridge for at least 1 hour. This will make it easier to roll out. Once the dough is chilled, I'm going to roll it out on a lightly floured counter. Make sure to turn and move the dough around often so nothing sticks to the counter or the rolling pin. Sprinkle on more flour if needed. Roll out to about a 1/4 inch thickness, and then you're ready to start cutting. And this is the part where any kids in the house can take over. Cut the dough with cookie cutters, collect the unused dough back together, and re-roll. Continue cutting until all of the dough is used up. Place the dough cutout spread out on a lined cookie sheet. To stop the cookies from spreading in the oven, pop them into a freezer for 15 minutes so the cutouts are very hard before going into the oven. Then I can bake my cookies in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius oven for 9 to 12 minutes, or until set and the edges of the cookies are just starting to color. Allow the cookies to cool for a few minutes on a tray before moving to a wire rack to cool completely before decorating. These cookies are delicious and flavorful just as they are, so no need to decorate if you would prefer to leave them just like this. For decorating these cookies, my favorite icing is either royal icing or buttercream. Buttercream is soft, delicious, and easy for kids to decorate with. If you want to go with a more professional or sophisticated looking cookies, to make an easy royal icing, I only need 3 ingredients. To a large bowl, add 2 pounds or 900 grams of icing sugar along with 5 tablespoons of meringue powder. Mix this together and with the mixture still running on low, pour in 2/3 of a cup of warm water. Once all the powder is incorporated, I'm going to turn the mixer up to medium speed and beat for about 4 minutes or until the icing is light, fluffy, and holds a stiff peak. If you want to color the icing before decorating, separate it out into little bowls first and mix in the food coloring. You can thin the icing with a small amount of water. A little goes a long way when it comes to adding water to this icing. I can't give you an exact measurement for the water, but I would just start with 1 teaspoon at a time until you have your desired thickness for the icing. For puffier detail icing, mix until the icing resembles mayonnaise. For thinner icing that's going to cover an entire cookie, mix the icing until it looks like runny honey. Place the icing into a piping bag or a sealable sandwich bag and snip a small hole in the corner. Decorate any design you would like. Add sprinkles or candy embellishments. This icing will set hard after about 12 hours. And the cookies are ready to serve or package and send to family and friends. Enjoy! Happy holidays! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.